Hold up the car, stop the traffic, get out the barricades. It's time for Mickey B's Jukebox Review.
Rock and roll is here to stay, he'll never let it die. Right here on the radio, that's the reason why. It's Mickey for you and he'll go down in history.
You're with Mickey B, and you're on the Jukebox Review right here on, of course, MadhouseTV.com. Another Tuesday night, a fabulous night, and we got some things to talk about, Mr. Paulie.
Yes, we do,
historian. You know, this was a tough week this week.
Sure was. We lost a very, very good friend.
Very dear friend of mine, business associate Gary Reynolds, had passed on last week, and of course, Gary was instrumental not only working with me on booking talent for all our shows. He was a great entertainer.
He was saxophone player, clarinet player, singer.
And he also
comedian.
worked with a guy by the name of Ford and Reynolds back there in the 50s, made about 12 appearances on the Ed Sullivan Show, the Mike Douglas Show, the George Goebel Show, every single show. And they were right behind the D. Martin, Jerry Lewis combination
they were the same
package.
kind of thing they did,
Yeah, they opened up for everybody. So we're going to deeply miss Gary Reynolds, and our hearts go out to their families.
Yeah,
of
to
course.
Garland and everyone.
Yep,
Yeah.
Garland, Lynn, and Angel, and Gary Jr. But talking on another thing tonight, we're going to be talking about writers that not only wrote songs, of course, but sang some of their songs.
Exactly.
And also wrote for other artists.
Exactly. First of all, look where we are tonight, Mickey. In Florida.
Right here in Florida, right behind my condominium over here on the water.
We're sitting on our porch.
Yeah, and unfortunately my feet are getting wet here, so I'm dangling in the water right now. But anyway, we're going to have a good time tonight. You know, there's so many great writers.
Yes.
You know, during the course of you talk about Barry Manilow.
Yes.
I write the songs that made the whole world sing. And the truth of the matter is, all these writers do that. They wrote some beautiful songs.
Right.
They wrote some up-tempo songs. They wrote some novelty songs.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Some ballads.
Some ballads and
standards.
all, yeah. You know, tell me a little bit about this guy, Maurice Williams. And, of course, you wrote Little Darling.
Maurice Williams actually had two different hits with two different groups. First group is the Gladiolas. Made a song called Little Dawn. It was a moderate hit for him, but then Mercury Records took it, gave it to the Diamonds, and it was a huge hit for the Diamonds. It went to #2 on the charts. And Maurice got all the songwriting residuals from the Diamonds doing it. And when they do shows, they do it together a lot of times.
Yeah, they both walk out and they do it.
Oh, it's great the way they do it.
One
really.
thing, you know, sometimes when I interview a lot of these acts, I like to know what was behind the hit. I never had the opportunity of talking to Maurice Williams about that. One day we'll get him on the air.
Definitely get him on the air one
But have
day.
you spoken to him about the song, what was the inspiration to Little Darling? Little Darling?
It was about a girl
Yeah.
that he followed
Uh-huh.
in high school.
And that's what it was about.
What was it about?
And today he's still following it down the street,
He
right?
still is.
Okay, here's what we're going to do, Paulie. We're going to go back with this fabulous group. Of course, it's Little Darling by the Zodiacs, Maurice Williams and the Zodiacs. Watch this clip.
To be here. It's good to be anywhere. Yeah, we're celebrating 50 years, but it's been longer than 50. And 50 sounded good, so I told my wife to stop at 50. But it's been like ever since 1956, and I was singing in 53 and 52 also. But I want to make it on mine again. This song here, when I wrote it, and you guys accepted it, and God bless you and thank you so much for staying with this song ever since 1957. Thank you for this hit, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. It's a classic.
We're right back here with Mickey B, the Prince of Rock and Roll, on MadhouseTV.com. Tuesday night, as we take it down memory lane with some of the great music of rock and roll history. Right there, Paulie.
Yes.
It's an interesting sound. You know, you give Maurice Williams and the Zodiacs. What was the sound they were doing? What was the dance they were doing?
Cha-cha.
Cha-cha. Big dance at the time of the 1957,
Latin
58,
dance.
59, Latin fields, right? So a lot of cha-chas were done. I mean,
Right.
do the cha-cha-cha, right? Bobby Rydell.
Everybody likes the Cha-Cha-Cha by Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke. Everybody was doing the cha-cha.
Yes.
You know, there were a lot of songs that you didn't even know you were doing a cha-cha till the music came out. All of a sudden,
Like
it was cha-cha
one
beat.
song, Ron Holden, Love You So.
My darling, I love you so.
Yeah, it was a
more
great
than-
cha-cha,
And I
yeah.
love those claves.
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding. And they used it also in Little Darling.
Yes, they did. They
Uh,
used the
with the diamonds.
castanets and the claves, yep.
And also had that sound of that harp that
Right,
came in.
that,
you
yeah,
know?
exactly.
So there are a lot of great songs. These are songs that people wrote and also sang the song.
Exactly. Now, Mickey, we're going to talk about one of the biggest artists of rock and roll,
Who are you talking about?
Paul Anka.
Yeah, he was a big artist. He only stood about 5'5".
I know.
Short guy with big lungs and a tremendous entertainer. Paul had so many great songs.
First, wrote all his hits. Diana, You Are My Destiny.
Puppy
they call
Love.
it Puppy Love.
Right. Re-recorded by the Osmonds later on.
Right.
Right?
Johnny Osmond.
Johnny and his sister.
And
How about them Tonight Show?
he wrote
thing?
he wrote My Way for Frank Sinatra and Elvis.
Recorded by everybody. He had hit after hit after hit after hit. Started out back in Ottawa, Canada.
Yep.
Had a group behind him on the first song he ever did. I think it was called I Confess.
Yes.
The name of the group was
I don't know.
the Cadets.
All right. I didn't know.
Cadets backed him up on that song. That was his first song. And then, of course, Diana comes along
Right.
in 1957, written about his, I think about
Baby's
his babysitter.
Babysitter, yep.
Yeah, babysitter.
He's
He had a
15
crush
years
on
old
her.
when he wrote the song.
Just amazing, huh? And it was hit after hit after hit.
And that's what we're going to see in this clip. This is a medley of a bunch of his hits strung
You
together.
know what I heard? An interesting story today.
What's that?
Was told to me, you know, everybody sort of dated Annette Funicello, or they
Yeah.
wanted to date. Annette had all these guys that were all their
He
friends.
wrote Puppy Love for Annette.
But, yeah, I mean, here's the interesting thing.
Okay.
Annette also dated, at the time, Frankie Avalon.
Right.
Right? Now, Frankie Avalon was dating Annette. Jack Gilardi,
Mm-hmm.
who was the head of MCA artists, you know,
Mm-hmm.
he was dating Kay, who was his wife, right? And all of a sudden, both of them wound up switching over, and they both married the opposite people.
That's
And
funny.
that's something, that's history, switcheroos, what I call it. But legitimately, I mean, it was a
Oh, yeah,
legitimate
yeah,
type
of
of thing.
course.
Yeah. Anyway, talking a little bit about that, let's go back with Paul Anka, okay?
Yes.
And we got a medley of a lot of his hit records. Catch him right now.
Thank you very much. Now I'd like to do a little bit of musical reminiscing and sing a few of the songs that I've had the pleasure of writing. I think more important, a few of the songs that all of you have accepted. I'm so young and you're so old. This Diana, I've been told. I don't care what they say, 'cause forever I will pray that you and I, we will be as free as the birds up in the trees. Only stay by me, Diana. Put your head on my shoulder. Hold me in your arms, baby. Squeeze me oh so tight. Show me that you love me too. And they called it puppy love. Oh, I guess they'll never know how a young heart really feels and why I love you so. 'Cause I'm just a lonely boy, I'm lonely and blue. Yes, I'm all alone, I've got nothing to do. I've got everything that you could think of, but all I really want is someone to love. You're more than life to me. That's what you are. Many men came here as soldiers. Many men will pass this way. Many men will count the hours as they live the longest day. Many men, the mighty thousands. Many men to victory, marching on right into battle in the longest day in history.
The fabulous Paul Anka right here on the Mickey B Jukebox Review. Paul, what a guy's way. He's just amazing. Writes the song, sang the song. Look how many hits he has.
That's not even half of them.
And they continue to play on radio all around the world.
Yes, they still selling, still making money on it.
Yeah.
Recordings being sold.
And he travels all around the world, and everybody comes out,
That's
sold
right.
out houses and all. You know what we're going to do? We're going to take a little break. How's that? We're going to take a little break.
Okay.
And when we come back, we got more songs about guys who wrote the songs and sang the songs.
And we have a girl, too, that wrote her own song.
And that comes up next, right?
Yep.
Right here on the Mickey B Jukebox Review. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind, and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
We're back here on, of course, the Mickey B. Jukebox Review Tuesday night from 8 to 9. You can catch the great history of rock and roll. We got a great show coming up on June the 28th, Patchogue Theater.
It's a big show, Mickey.
As a tribute to Gary Reynolds that night. And Charlie Thomas's Drifters will be with us.
Teenagers.
The Teenagers. Shirley Austin Reeves of the Shirelles.
Al Hansfield's Limelights.
Yeah, they're great also.
The Knockouts, who are going to be hysterical.
My Darling
I can't
Lorraine,
wait
they're
to see
fabulous.
them.
Manhattan Skyline. Cleveland's still in the dubs.
Somewhere in Time.
Somewhere in Time, still in style.
And also, what about we're doing on Friday, June 6th at Eisenhower Park?
June 6th, we're going to be over there also with a great show. We have, on that show, the Marcells are coming by with, let me see what else. Amy Stuckey on the Classics. The Eternals will be rocking in the jungle.
Yes, they will.
And the
great Traditions, or the Encounters.
No, the Encounters will be there too. That's going to be on June 6th, free concert at Eisenhower Park. Paulie, tonight we talk about the guys who wrote the song, women that wrote their own songs.
Yes, we'll get to that a little later, yes.
Tell us about this next act.
Next act, probably the premier group to come out of Pittsburgh, which is Jimmy Beaumont and the Skyliners. Now, they had a manager, the guy by the name of Joe Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrote the songs with the whole group. The whole group contributed to the songs. So, of course, their first song was a million sale in 1959, which was Since I Don't Have You.
Right.
The second hit record was This I Swear.
Yep.
And again was written by the group. They wrote Lonely Way also.
I'll Go My Lonely Way. Great song.
And How Much and Comes Love.
Oh, I love that.
Great song catalog the Skyliners had.
Yeah. And this one is, this is going to be...
this is their second biggest hit.
Yeah. Which is called?
This I Swear It's True.
Skyliners.
Thank you so much. Here's a million seller from the summer of 1959. You may have heard this in the backseat of your 1957 Chevy. You may have heard it in the backseat of your 1954 Ford Skyliner. They say this song was somewhat responsible for the baby boom. This I swear is true. My love for you will last till time itself is through. Oh, my darling, this I swear is true.
This I swear is true right here on the Mickey B Jukebox Review. It rhymes.
It does.
You see that?
True in
I love
review.
that sound. What a great sound that the Skyliners had. I
Yes.
mean, just amazing.
Something very interesting about the Skyliners. After the Platters were the first major rock and roll group to have a girl in the group. The Skyliners were the first major rock and roll group for the girl to be featured prominently in the background.
Right, right. And Janet Vogel was the one that we
great.
lost.
Oh.
She had that you.
And hit all them high notes.
Yeah,
and
there was
everything.
like 12 yoo-hoos in there,
Exactly.
which actually gave birth to Yogi Berra making that song, you know, that yoo-hoo. That's where they get it from. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened because it's the same thing like sha-na-na-na, sha, and gave birth to a singing group called the Sha-na-na.
Right.
So sometimes you hear something and sometimes
You don't know where it comes from or where it's gonna go.
And all of a sudden something breaks into something new, you know?
Yes.
But anyway, I love that kind of sound.
Me too.
And we would talk. I had this guy on my radio show, and I always tell this story. Norman Fox.
Yes.
Kind of came out of
The Bronx.
the Bronx. Never had a shot to be on an Alan Freed show, and he lived in the same building
Isn't that something?
with Alan
yeah,
Freed,
isn't
but
that
never
something?
got on the show. We got on the show at the Brooklyn Paramount when I hosted with Joe Franklin
Oh,
and
wow.
Richard Ornstein. Years later, Norman Fox was there that time.
In the same
And
place.
it took a long, long time on the same stage. But Norman was he had a tremendous voice. He had there's something about that whole group was great. It was street corner.
Very
it was
street
doo-wop.
corner.
But when I had him on the show, he brought on his daughter,
Kimberly.
Kimberly.
Yeah.
She was on, and he sang to the song Dream Girl.
I love that, yeah.
When I heard this Dream Girl, and I was watching his face sing to his daughter Dream Girl, I had tears in my eyes.
Wow.
It was so beautiful. And I got these all on tapes from the shows. They're all archived, put away. But one day I got to put that out, you know.
You really do.
But just an amazing sound. He did so many songs. Tell us about some of the songs that Norman wrote.
Pizza Pie, you know the song
Well,
Pizza
I
Pie?
was standing on the corner just in my... Now that had to be something. Now, you got to talk. How many times did we stand in front of pizza parlors? Did you stand in front of a
Yes.
pizza parlor? You're younger than us.
But still, though.
We
still
always went
did
there.
yeah.
It was a candy store that was really prominent for the guys doing doo-wop. I don't remember too many guys really standing in front of pizza parlors singing doo-wop. But it had to happen.
There was
like
something
Norman said.
that inspired him to write that song. For some reason, there was a lot of pizza. Well,
Everybody
Bronx-
ate pizza. Everybody ate pizza. Who didn't eat pizza?
Exactly.
And today, what do you got? More fancy pizza than anything.
Forget about
it used
it.
to be one slice. Now
They
it's
got
got
20 different kinds of
hamburgers, it's got
toppings,
this toppings, cheeseburgers, sprinkles,
chicken.
ice cream. It's got everything on top of it. It's amazing, right?
So the Pizza Pie, yeah, Dance Girl Dance, which is another great song.
Yeah, dance, girl, dance.
They had a lot of good records on Fox and
Yeah.
Rob Royce.
My Dream Girl, we said, tell me why. How do you figure about tell me
Well,
why?
that was their biggest hit.
That
of
was a
course.
big hit. And then, of course, the Belmonts.
Right, had a hit with
come
it
out,
also.
and they do it
so-
also at that time. Yeah.
Think about that. Remember, he got songwriting royalties from the Belmonts doing it because he wrote the song.
Yeah, and that song was a great song. So what we're going to do right now is go back to about 1959 when it originally was
Or
recorded.
57.
57. Just like I said, 59. Prince of Rock and Roll is never right, Paul. You know that. That's
why
what
I'm
makes me
here.
Totally successful, But anyway, the truth of the matter is,
This
what
is
we're going
last
to do.
year, actually, this was done.
It was done last year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here they are. Norman Fox and the Rob Boys.
Well, the year was 1957. And the song was Tell Me Why. Tell me why. Thank you. Why the stars in the sky? There's a same kind of blue that I see in your eyes. I love you, yes I do. Oh, won't you tell me why? Tell me why, tell me why my heart skips a beat every time that you're here, every time that we meet. I love you, yes I do. Oh, won't you tell me why? Tell me why. Oh, tell me why I love you so. When you know my heart never let you go. You know my love is so much. When I wake up in Tell me why I love you so. And you know my heart will never let you go. You know my love for you is on the square. When I wake up in the morning, I want you right there. Oh, why? Tell me why my heart skips a beat every time that you're here. Every time that we meet, I love you, yes I do. Oh, won't you tell me why? Tell me Gordon Fox and the Rob Roys. Rob Roys. Take it back, guys. Gordon Fox and the Rob Roys. And they can dance too. Wonderful.
We're back right here, Norman Fox and Rob Roy's, and tell me what. A group named after a drink,
Yes,
Paulie?
the drink called the Rob Roy, yep.
That's how they get the name, huh? Amazing.
They just were looking for names one day, and somebody just said it, and it just clicked.
Very big, I'm telling you. A lot of groups were named after different things. You know,
They
like,
were.
like the Four Seasons, named after a bowling alley.
Right. The Four
Right.
Seasons Bowling Alley, yep.
Yep. A lot of different groups. We'll come up with those names. That's what we'll do one day. We'll play some songs that were named after something.
That would be interesting. That would be really
Yeah,
interesting
we'll find
to
out
do.
about that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take a little break. When we come back, we got more great songs of people who wrote the songs, sang the songs, and even wrote songs for other people. Happens right after this on the Mickey B Jukebox Review. Hang in. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidiscipline practice in Melville and Erronte, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Erronte, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our 2 offices. Thank you.
Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware.
We have 3 of the largest showrooms of safes on display and in stock. You can see and touch them in person instead of browsing a catalog. We carry gun and rifle safes, burglary safes, jewelry safes, fire rated from a half hour to 2 hour. Famous name brands.
We sell Guardall.
We sell AMSAC. The new AMSAC touchscreen.
If you're ever in need of a safe, think Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware. Right, Lockie?
That's right, Alan.
You know what's amazing here, Paulie?
What's that?
Somebody gave me this cookie to taste.
Yeah.
It is absolutely horrible. It's horrible. I don't know if they give it that to... but this...
What is that?
This is not bean. Want to taste it?
Yeah, let me taste this. Yeah.
It's called nut... What is it? Nut cake or something?
Very good, banana cake.
Very good, I'm telling you. I bet you that Smokey Robinson ate this one time. You know, we talk about all these great groups and some of these artists that write their own songs, you know? Did you ever write a song, Paul?
No.
I wrote a song.
I know the song you wrote.
Is Here Comes the Garbage Man song? Yeah. Me and a guy by the name of Marty Cooper, great guy, you know?
Uh-huh.
And we wrote a little bit of that song, Here Comes the Garbage Man, back there in about 1961.
Oh, that.
And then it came out in 1979.
Right.
And I do it sometimes on stage. You know,
Yes,
we have like
you
a
did
little
it.
disco show we do. I did it
April
last
26th,
April
you
26th,
did it,
we
yep.
did it. Everybody happened to love this song, but I didn't put a Garbage Man uniform on. One day I have to put a little uniform
You
on
do.
the Garbage Man, you know? But what was one of the famous songs that, of course, somebody sang that you really liked? How about a novelty song? I mean, Coasters had to write songs, right?
No, Lieber and Stoller wrote all their songs.
Oh, Lieber stole it. He never wrote his own song. Is that something?
Coasters never wrote their own songs.
Amazing. So who did write them?
Lieber
Who
and
wrote?
Stoller.
What about the Cadillacs?
Speedo, Esther Navarre wrote the song. She was the songwriter.
Amazing. So they didn't write any songs.
They didn't write any of their own songs.
Wow. But a guy like Smokey Robinson, he wrote a lot of songs. Tell me a little bit about Smokey.
Where do you start with Smokey? Smokey started out with the Miracles. He was the very first artist to be signed with Berry Gordy to Motown Records. I mean, the infant stages of Motown. His group was called the Matadors first, and they became the Miracles. The first couple of songs, Smokey and Berry Gordy wrote them together. Songs like Way Over There.
Right.
Got a Job, I'll Try Something New.
What about Shop Around?
That was their first breakthrough hit with Shop Around. There did just so many songs. Tracks of My Tears, The Love I Saw, and You Was Just a Mirage, Going to a Go-Go, More Love, I Second That Emotion.
Yeah, tons of songs.
Tons of songs.
One of
But
the big
remember,
writers.
Mickey, all the songs he wrote for other people, too.
Yes. How about My Girl?
One of the biggest songs of all time. Wrote for the Temptations, for the
Yeah.
Marvelettes, for Mary Wells, for the Supremes.
Just amazing. Amazing
Talented,
songwriter.
talented
People
man.
don't recognize how many songs he wrote. They don't ever sing.
Unbelievable. Over 100 hit records he wrote.
I love that song, I Just Love You. You Really Got a Hold on Me.
Yes.
You want to watch those guys?
Yes, it's 1964 from the Tammy Show.
Okay, let's watch it right now. Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. Just fantastic
Yep.
over there, boy. I tell you, boy, there's nothing like that Motown sound.
There
And
is
a matter of fact, you want another little piece of this?
No,
cookie?
I don't.
Oh, you don't want a piece of cookie? Okay. You want to make sure. You know, what was the feeling of this Motown? I mean, Motown was a whole new era of music. At the
It
time.
was the organization that Berry Gordy developed. He hired all the right people for the right jobs. He had artist development, he had choreography, vocal coaching.
The musicians.
The Funk Brothers.
Funk Brothers.
All the background singers. You know, just the way everything was done was precise.
Yeah. And he wanted everything on the money.
And it was.
Right? There's no better group than Smokey Robinson.
No.
And, of course, when he appears today and he goes around, we catch Westbury.
He's still great.
He's great.
He-
People
it's a
love
really
him.
nice show on.
They absolutely love him. Well, when you talk about Smokey being the first guy at the
Yes.
place, there was a lady that was the first lady of Motown. Her name?
Mary Wells.
Yeah, she was great.
Great lady.
Mary had that My Guy song.
Yes, but here's a very interesting story. Miracles performing one night at a place in Detroit called the Flame Show Bar, which is a hot spot in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
And the Miracles were there one night. Mary Wells knew they were going to be there. Mary Wells knew who Berry Gordy was. She had a song that she wrote that she wanted to present to Berry because she wanted Jackie Wilson to sing the song. But when Berry said to Mary, sing the song for me, he heard her sing the song, and he said, I want you to record the song. This song, even though you wrote it for Jackie, I hear you singing it. He made it record it like 25 times to get this raspy, hoarse sound that he wanted. She did her other records like that. I Don't Want to Take a Chance was another record she did after Bye Bye Bye. But then Smokey said to Berry, I hear a different sound from Mary Rose. I hear a lighter, smoother sound from her, so let me take over. Then Smokey Robinson wrote a bunch of big hits on her.
Right. Now, did Jackie Wilson ever come out with this song?
Nope, never heard
Never
it.
came out.
He never got to Jackie.
Never got
Berry
the chance.
said, I want you to record a Mary Wells.
So this is one of the early days of Mary Wilson. Mary Wilson, I said. That was also on Motown, huh?
Yes, it was.
The Supremes. You see how close that was. But this one's called Bye Bye.
This is from 1963 from the Motown Review Live at the Apollo Theater.
Bye Bye Baby.
Yep.
Right now.
Thank you very much. Right about now, I'd like to do my very first recording for you. I'd like to say, let's get together and swing. Yes! Well, I feel all right. Yeah. I don't know. I said I don't know about you over here. And I don't know about you over here. And I don't know about you over here. But I just want to say right about now, that I feel all right. Yes, I do. Yeah. Well, come on and let's swing. You know you took my heart and you broke it apart. Why did a love, baby? Yeah, have to ever start? You know you took my love, threw it away. What you gonna want? My love someday will be bye-bye, baby. Yeah. Oh, well, I thought your love, was so true. And you made me, baby, start loving you and you and you and you know you took my love, threw it away. What you gonna want? My love someday will be bye-bye, baby. Yeah. Well, your love was sweeter than any I know. Oh, so come back, running, knocking on my front, where you said that I was your only girl right. There was no other, in this whole wide world right now. You know you took my love, threw it away. What you gonna want? My love someday will be bye-bye, baby. Yeah. All right. Your love was sweeter than any I know. So come back, running, knocking on my front, where you said that I was your only girl right now. And there was no other, in this whole wide world right now. You know you took my love, threw it now, bring it on down. Right now, I wanna get soft. Come on, bring it on down. Hey, hey, bring it on down. All right, let's get soft. Come on, bring it on down. All right, clap your hands. Come on, I know you can clap your hands. Yeah, clap your hands. You over here, clap your hands. All right, you got it. Yeah, all right, we're gonna bring it on. All right, bring it on. All right, bring it on. All right, bring it on. Oh, hey, hey. All right, now. Hey, hey, bring it on. All right, I feel all right. You over here before I go. I wanna see you one more time, baby. You over here, baby. You over here, baby. You over here, baby. Hey, baby. You over here, baby. Hey.
Let's hear it for, ladies and gentlemen. It's very well below the Temptations, huh? Very well.
What a great clip right there. Actually, it's
Very well.
Very well. But you know what I noticed? The Temptations are doing background.
Yes, and that was when they were nobody.
Yeah, they were singing. They were absolutely nobody at that time. They were just about coming up.
But they recorded a couple of records, but
Yeah.
they were already hits.
Yeah.
They did background for a lot of artists on Motown at the time, actually.
I wonder if they were called the Primes or the Temptations at that time.
No, they were the Temptations.
Already, right? Yeah.
They were the Temptations. When they got to Motown, they already were the Temptations.
What a great clip. I mean, you don't get these kind of clips, but you
You
find
don't.
them right
That's
here.
great.
with
That's
Mickey
really
B
great.
and Paul Erronte here every Tuesday night as we take you down memory lane. Tonight, some of the great artists that recorded their own songs actually wrote their own songs.
Yes. Now, the next clip is a lot of fun, too, Mickey. The next clip is a really fun
Yeah.
clip.
And which one is that?
It's Ernie Maresca.
Oh, no, what I loved about this clip was,
Okay,
you know,
you tell them.
can't find too many clips out there with Ernie Maresca actually singing on clips, you know?
No.
But they do have the song that plays all the time, and they do have all different things that they've done. What we did here is put a little together, something of a cartoon type segment with Shout, Shout, Knock Yourself Out. Ernie Maresca wrote the song. It's playing in the background. Watch this one. This is funny. Shout, shout, knock yourself out. Ernie Maresca wrote it. Of course, great cartoons,
Yes.
characters on there dancing around. But Ernie wrote a lot of songs.
He did. He wrote for Dion.
Wrote the Runaround Sue.
The Wanderer.
Yep.
And the Majestic.
And the Majestic, too. And he came from the Bronx, New York,
Yes.
exactly where Dion came from. And also somebody else over there we had before, Norman Fox.
Yes.
From the Bronx, New York as well. So, just great. I love
Yes.
those kind of clips. A lot of fun. This music is
fun music.
Fun music. You got the fun songs, you got the serious songs, you got all kinds of songs, and everybody wrote these kind of songs.
Yes.
Now, when you get into some of the more fun songs, the up-tempo things, there's a guy that came from Brooklyn, New
Yes,
York.
we're going to go to Brooklyn now.
Lived in Brighton Beach.
Yep. Mr.
Okay.
Neil Sedaka.
Neil Sedaka. I knew Neil Sedaka from a place called the Esther Manor up in
Okay.
the Catskill Mountains when he married his wife, Reba.
Mhm.
And they were up there all the time. And Neil just kept on coming out with hit after hit after hit after hit.
Yes.
It was very close to Carole King.
Right.
And also to Connie Francis.
Right. This clip we're going to see was his first song, which originally he didn't write for himself. He wrote it for somebody else.
Uh-huh.
He wrote it for Little Anthony and the Imperials,
Yes.
who recorded it. But I don't know if he said or somebody said, Neil, you should record the song also. They both had a hit with it.
That's right. And he did a lot of writing with Howie Greenfield.
Oh,
also.
yeah. They wrote for Connie Francis and they wrote for Elvis
Yep,
and...
yep. So many, everybody. Neil continued to write all the way till today, you know, and then brought his daughter into so many
Yes,
sessions.
he wrote songs for her, with her too. Exactly.
Also,
Captain Neil
Captain
wrote for her
Laughter in the
also.
Rain, and he wrote that other one, the Elton John thing. What was it,
Right.
Bad Blood? Bad Blood. Just continued to
Tremendous,
do great
tremendous,
songs.
talented man. Piano player extraordinaire too.
Came from Juilliard School of
Right.
Music, and also played the bells on the
Church Bells
Church
May
Bells
Ring.
May
That's
Ring.
right. Yep.
How he got that deal, I never asked him. I got to find out one day. But anyway, here's Neil Sedaka and a song called "The Diary."
How I'd like to look into that little book, the one that has the lock and key, and know the boy that you care for, the boy who's in your diary. When it's late at night, what is the name you write? Oh, what I'd give if I could see. Am I the boy that you care for? The boy who's in your diary. Do you recall and make note of all the little things I say and do? The name you underline, well, I'm hoping that it's mine. And darling, I'm so in love with you. Please don't leave me blue. Make all my dreams come true. You know how much you mean to me. Say I'm the boy that you care for, the boy who's in your
Neil Sedaka and the Diary.
Great
Oh,
clip,
great.
Mickey.
Sounded great.
Tremendous,
No matter
yeah.
when he sings, he sounds better than ever, this guy.
He really, really does.
Just amazing, right? Paulie, time goes by when you're having fun.
Yes, it does.
Let's talk about this group called Pookie Hudson and the Spaniels.
Gary, Indiana.
Yep. Lived not too far from the Jackson 5.
Right. Early pioneer group of rhythm and blues, rock and roll, and doo-wop. Wrote one of the most quintessential, most popular songs of the doo-wop era. He wrote, of course, a song called "Goodnight, Sweetheart," about a girl that he used to walk her home.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl's mother said to him, you know, I don't care if you walk my daughter home, but you got to go home after you leave over the house.
Right.
And he would just say, "Get her good night, sweetheart," and then he would go home.
Now, you know one thing that he didn't do?
What's
Was
that?
eat any of these
Thank
kind
God.
of cookies there, because he would have been sick as a dog. Especially if you had a kiss her that night.
That's right.
Oh, God, this cookie is absolutely terrible. But having a little fun here tonight. Once
We
again,
are Mickey.
Paulie, we love being here. And, of course, don't forget, every week, 8 o'clock to 9, right here, MadhouseTV.com on the
And
Mickey B Jukebox Review.
Don't forget, next week we got some special guests calling in next week.
Oh, yeah, let's not tell everybody
No.
about that one.
Make sure
Also,
you
we got-
tune in next week.
We got Frankie D down in Florida. Want to say hello to Frankie, and hopefully he'll be joining us shortly. Until the next time, from Mickey B.
Paul Erronte.
So long, everybody. Take care. Good night, sweetheart. Good night.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you. I really must say. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you. I really must say. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. In the morning, and oh baby, 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 I can't get right. Oh, I hate to leave you, baby, girl.